Hi guys, Dr. Tony here, coming to you from New York City in the beautiful Central Park behind us over here. And we've just been spending some time here actually talking to social entrepreneurs and also talking to New York business owners around ways to separate their business finances and keep their mission and their purpose in the highest way. Now, we've got a question for one of our Freedom Club members, which is, how do you maintain motivation on the long haul? And this particular Freedom Clubber has had a business failure in the past that affected her personal finances, and she's finding that making headway but encouragement along the way can be a little difficult and getting a little bit discouraged. So how do you maintain motivation along the way? And there's a couple of things you can do here. And the first is, pay attention to the end in mind. What is it you're working towards? And do whatever you can to get that as crystal clear and as focused as you can. You might have a dream board, write down, journal exactly what it is that you're after, but getting really clear on what the destination actually is, of what you're building to. With that, remember, getting out of debt is actually not motivating. It can be incredibly discouraging. It feels like every time you're making a payment, it can feel like you're whipping yourself with a wet noodle and you're going, oh my gosh, how did I get into this mess? Silly me, silly me. And that's one of the reasons why we talk about the split. We talk about the pay yourself first amount going towards your future freedom, like taking a third of the pay yourself first amount and putting it towards your future freedom, and 2/3 towards getting out of debt. So it's a balance. Often it's seeing your debt go down and getting a bit of encouragement from that, but then seeing your emergency buffer building first of all, and then seeing the successes that come from getting your money going towards your freedom generator is where the real motivation comes along. So yep, some small goals of getting out of debt that can be important, and getting more money that you can apply to pay yourself first, but then it's really seeing your money working for you. And a very good friend of mine, in fact, it was actually the best man at my wedding, Wayne Whitesmith, he talks about getting out of freedom one bill at a time. And I think this is just a beautiful analogy. So the goal for future freedom can seem far off, but if you just look and say you're putting your money aside and let it build up, and then maybe your freedom generator is able to cover your electricity bill, and then maybe it builds up a little bit more and it's able to cover your water bill. Now, remember, you don't want to use the money to start with, you want to keep reinvesting it, but you know that it has the potential to take over one bill, and then the next bill, then maybe it's your mobile phone bill, and then maybe on top of that it's then the gas or your fuel for your car, and then you're getting towards freedom one bill at a time. And you can be looking at your money planner and just ticking off which bill you've covered from your freedom generator, and literally that can be incredibly motivating, just knowing that your generator is incrementally getting you a little closer to freedom. So that can be one side of it. So remember, killing your debt, yes, but that mustn't be the only thing you do. You must be building towards freedom at the same time. The next element I encourage you to do is this: set some milestones along the way that you can give yourself some small rewards. You know, life is about enjoyment as well, and you want to be making sure that you take your planned future expenses and you're putting a little bit of money aside for things that do give you some rewards and allow you that self-care, allow you to feel that you're actually enjoying life at the same time. And that's a little bit of my perspective on some of the ways you can maintain your encouragement. Begin with the end in mind. Remember, getting out of debt, yes, but putting money away for your future freedom, and see yourself eking yourself towards freedom one step at a time, and make sure you also reward yourself along the way. Now, I know that in fact, I want Michaela behind the camera and a couple of things to share, but we'll do that in a separate video. So just to help you with beginning with the end in mind and just tasting the essence of freedom, what we've got behind us here is a game that's a combination of basketball and baseball. And I've never seen a game like this played before, but they're bowling the basketball and they're kicking it along, so I thought we'd just have a little look at it for a minute or so. So there's always ways to enjoy life. You know, what you've actually got over there is free. It's incredible fun. You know, you don't always have to spend money to enjoy life. So this is Dr. Tony signing out from Central Park in New York City, saying, choose freedom. You can do